Presence, genre, supernatural folk, horror, narration length. Approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Tone, realistic, chilling, and immersive, inspired by Arabic folk, horror, and Islamic spiritual sensibilities. Presence, it began quietly. That's what made it terrifying. Yasmin, a young Syrian-American architect, had returned to Aleppo to help restore her late grandfather's ancestral home, a stone courtyard house her family hadn't entered in over 50 years. Despite the war scars outside, the house had remained miraculously intact, preserved by time and silence. Locals, however, warned her not to sleep inside. They avoided the house altogether. "Be careful of what remembers you," said an old woman at the market. Yasmin dismissed it as superstition. She was a rational woman, raised in New York. Ghosts didn't scare her. What scared her was failing the project. On the first night, she noticed it. A low humming, not electrical. It vibrated through the walls, like a breath held too long. She searched for the source. The second night, her dreams became vivid. She saw her grandfather praying in the old prayer room, but he wasn't alone. Something stood behind him watching. It was tall, genderless, its face shifting like smoke. When she woke, the scent of oud and damp earth clung to her clothes. She asked her uncle, a scholar of Islamic history, about the house. His face turned pale. "That land was once a Zawiya," he whispered, "a retreat for worship and healing. But it was sealed after a man claimed he saw beings walking between prayers." "Jinn?" she asked. "No," he replied, "not just jinn. A Hudura presence, neither good nor evil, just there, always watching." By the fourth night, the house no longer felt empty. Mirrors reflected more than her. Footsteps echoed where none walked. During Fajr prayer, she felt a breath on her neck as she recited quietly. Panicked, she called an imam. He visited during the day and walked the perimeter, reciting Quran. Birds fled. The sky darkened suddenly. He said nothing until he finished. Then he turned to her and said, "This is not your enemy, but it is not your friend. It is old, older than this home. It was bound here by a righteous man, perhaps your grandfather. You must treat it with adab, respect, pray, read Quran, and never sleep here." And that night, Yasmin left the lights on and recited Al-Baqarah from her phone. The shadows remained still, but at exactly 3 a.m., the humming returned, this time beneath her bed. She didn't run. She didn't scream. Instead, she stood, faced the Qibla, and prayed. Behind her, something moved, heavy like a wet cloth dragged over stone. But it did not come closer. It only whispered a name, her name, not in hatred, in memory, as if it had known her long ago. And then it left. The next day, Yasmin sealed the house and left a lantern burning inside, just as her grandfather had done in old family photos. To this day, she still receives texts from an unregistered number at dawn. Only one word: present.